David Buss, born in 1953, the American evolutionary psychologist, in his popular book, The Evolution of Desire, explains males and females dating and mating strategies. While most of the book deals with the studies done by other psychologists, he also carried out some studies in the 80s and later on, and it was consistent that women generally prefer men who provided financially. These seem to be cross-cultural, and around the world, females generally see financial stability at the top of their mating priority. It makes sense since women go through pregnancy and childbirth, during which they need help with food and security. There's an argument that technological advancement and modern comfort have come about because women asked for it. In other words, women want a man who can build a safe and comfortable nest, i.e. a place made of marbles. Therefore, men have had the strongest urge to tame the world. This is why men take risk when it comes to work. For example, more than 90% of work-related deaths are males because men take higher risk in the hope of finding or maintaining their partners. But in the pre-modern world, maternal mortality was extremely high, so women took a massive risk by mating in general, and mating with a weak man was a huge risk. Another important criteria by which women select their mates is based on a man's status. The most desirable men are athletes, singers, CEOs, anyone who is respected within their community. Women, mostly young women, flock to sleep with these high-status men. There is an argument that it is in fact other men who help females select their mate. Since males respect those who rise above them either through competence, creativity, or power, this in turn allows females to choose those men who are respected by other men. This is tied with security. If other men respect a man, he is more likely to be a safer bet than someone who is not respected by other men. When it comes to age, Buss also found that women prefer men older than themselves. The reason is that the older men tend to have more excess resources and have acquired more status or are generally more mature. Ambition, intelligence, hard work, height, and strength are other selection criteria for women. He concluded that females look for survival traits. What is surprising is that when he studied women who are financially successful themselves, they have an even stronger urge to find a mate who is financially on the same level or better. This is often called female hypergamy, which means females date across or up financially, status-wise, age-wise, height, and strength-wise, while males are more likely to date down in terms of status, finances, age, physical strength, and height. This means men are okay with mating with someone who is younger, poorer, shorter, weaker, and less famous. Generally speaking, it shows that males and females' mating strategies are opposite but complementary. Males look for things they themselves lack, which is nurturing and soft feminine energy and beauty. Females, on the other hand, look for someone who is physically stronger, more experienced, and better provider. The urge to find a provider is so strong that women who are rich still want someone richer. This study is consistent in many different countries. David Buss also looked at men. It appears men generally want the opposite of what women want. One of the biggest criteria by which men choose is youth. Research conducted by Grammer in 1992 in Germany shows that as men gain more money and status, they tend to find partners who are younger. Of course, not all men have the choice. Since among Homo sapiens, the females are the selectors, men have to build the nest and hope that females show up. This is why men strive to get rich and famous so females notice them. This is why men used to carry big swords and rode big horses back in the days, and today they buy sports cars, which is peacocking to attract women. But historically, a small minority of men had all the women because they had all the resources and power. So generally speaking, most high-status men have a younger partner, while men of lower status are more likely to mate with women who are older than themselves. Of course, culture and religion also have an important influence in how we mate select. So morality has curbed some of our animalistic urges. The second most important criteria for men is beauty. According to evolutionary biology, beauty is generally understood to be tied to healthy genes. Since we have no knowledge of someone's genetic makeup, beauty is the best cue to judge if somebody is healthy, who can produce healthy children. As women have become more financially independent in recent decades, they also prioritize look and choosing a mate. A third criteria by which men mate select is chastity. In most animals, their sexual organs are on the outside and visible for males to see when the females are ovulating. In humans, however, it's concealed, so human males do not know when a woman is fertile. As a result, human can have sex anytime. So this opens up the possibility of paternity issues. When a man and woman mate, the female knows the child is theirs. But historically, it was impossible for men to prove the child was theirs, so men had to rely on the woman's words or the physical features of the child. But we know humans lie, so one of the safest strategies for men was to mate a virgin. As a result, chastity has been important for men. Throughout the world, virginity was considered the ultimate sign of chastity. Today, thanks to DNA technology, paternity tests exist to determine the father of a child. Of course, these mating strategies are not always successful, so neither male nor female find the if neither male nor female find the partner they want, they choose the one that is available too. Reality is a lot harsher than an ideal partner. So most of us, we end up with the person we are able to get. Mating practices. David Buss also found some other differences among the sexes. Men are far more prone to casual sex than women are. Again, biology dictates their behavior as women have to deal with the consequences. For men, there are no negative biological consequences when they have sex. Of course, the risk of STDs is one, but for women, the risks are far greater, including physiological, emotional, and sexually transmitted diseases. Another reason is the size of men's testes. Men produce sperms on a daily basis, while women tend to have one egg during their monthly cycle. Research carried out by David Schmidt in 52 different countries found that men have far greater sex drive than women. This is also because men take no biological risk in mating with a variety of women. Also, men produce sperm every day, which means they are ready all the time. So to sum up, according to David Buss, women look for security values such as the ability to provide, protect, while men value beauty and physical health, the ability to have good-looking and healthy children. As a result, men strive to gain social status and money, while women try to present themselves as beautiful and youthful possible. Men compete for financial resources, while women compete with makeup and plastic surgery. Men show off their fast cars with big butts, and women show off their big boobs, and so on. We are animals after all.